Hey everybody, Jonathan Doucette here at St.Albert Dodge. Hope you're having an amazing day. Just want to show off a fresh addition to the inventory. It's a 2019 Ram 3500. It's a dual rear wheel dually. Has just under 9,000 K at time of filming, like 8,800 kilometers on it. Super fresh. Got the Cummins turbo diesel and the Iced transmission. So when you get the Iced transmission, which is a commercial grade transmission, you bump up the horsepower from 370 to 400, and you bump the torque from 850 up to 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, and then your towing capacity is north of 25,000 pounds up to 34,000 pounds, depending on exact configuration. And then of course you get that longevity of that Iced transmission. But very loaded up truck. We got a sunroof. I'll show you when we get inside. You have a 360 camera, so up front, under the mirrors, and on the tailgate, all four of those cameras stitched together to make a bird's eye view. So you can, when you put it in reverse, it gives you your 360 camera. Tow hooks up front. You're gonna have an engine block heater located behind here. LED headlights. So the LED on these newer trucks, and the Ram specifically, they project a very bright white light, and it's very clean. You don't have it's just, if you've never driven with that, you have an older, like say a 16 or 17 Ram, and the older headlights, we need to upgrade them. It's like a match to a lighthouse. It's just incredible how much of a difference those LED lights make. On the Longhorn trim as well too, you get these Longhorn up. You get these Fender Flares as well. Just adds a little bit of a touch. So on the front and the back, if you looked at like a Bighorn or something like that, wouldn't have that. Flip up tow mirrors, so ready to go. Just flip those up. Get the blind spot monitoring too on here. So there's triangles in each mirror. If you're towing, the tail light would actually project down up to 36 feet to 38 feet to extend your blind spot monitoring. So if you're towing a trailer on the highway and someone's in the blind spot of your trailer, your amber mirror is going to glow amber, and then you can actually engage a setting that if you're to merge, then there would be a chime as well as the audible chime versus just the amber light. So to let you know. Power deployable running boards. I'm a big guy. I've had this on two different trucks. 70,000 K between the two, and they're very, very durable. They don't get stuck out. There's another brand out there that you always see their brand of board stuck out traveling down the road. These are far superior to those. Fifth wheel prep groups. So we got the 4 puck systems. So you can get a drop-in hitch. There's a number of hitch manufacturers that make the hitch that'll pop in there. And then you get the gooseneck ball. So if you're towing a horse trailer or flat deck or something like that, you get the gooseneck right in the middle. It does have the factory air ride too, so there is, in addition to the factory leaf springs, there are airbags that will self-level when you put a load on here. And then of course, if you're driving down the highway, they'll actually lower a little bit in the rear to give you a little more aerodynamic if you want. 7-way forward plug-in 2.5-inch receiver. Very set up for doing anything. So in addition to the 4 cameras I talked about earlier, there's one more camera up here. So if you're gonna hook up to your gooseneck ball especially, it can be a little tricky to see it from your cab. You're gonna be running in and out unless you're a pro or doing it daily, but that just helps you hook up and makes life a lot easier. You can see where it's at. You can even adjust the center line so you can line up and see where your gooseneck is or your fifth wheel is, and then just makes life so much easier, not jumping in and out of the cab all the time. Back here, very elegant interior. The Longhorn is there's the Longhorn and the Limited. They're both equal as far as quality of fit and finish goes. Limiteds are black, and then the Longhorns are Western theme. There's 2. There's the light mountain brown, which is this, and there's a cattle tan and black. So it's a very elegant, nice triple tone leather. So you get 3 different shades of leather in here. Real wood accents, which I'll show you up front. But just take a quick look at the flip up seats. And then there's a storage tray that'll fold out on both sides. Can't quite get but you can see that the seats all the way back there. But nice fold out tray. You got ram bins underneath. I'll put these back. You've got the Longhorn mats, which are, if you wanted to, you don't have to get winter mats. You just take out the center portion. There's 4 clips or 4 buttons, and they'll just pop out, and you have your all-weather mats. But it's always good to get the actual all-weather mats. Anyways, I digress. Flip down center console. You get heated seats in the back, 120-volt inverter, USB Type-C, and Type 2. Keyless entry, passive entry, I should say. Take a look up front. Absolutely stunning up there. Real wood accents on your doors, your steering wheel, your dash, your center console. There's your cup holders have these little flip over real wood accents. Very, very sharp. Power seat on the driver and passenger side. Heated, ventilated. 12-inch Uconnect screen. We get the Harman Kardon stereo. So 17 speakers. Sounds amazing. The Alpine's kind of standard, and the Harman Kardon's an upgrade. You know, very, very powerful stereo system. It's very crisp and clear even at higher volumes. Being a 19, it's still got a CD player. 2020s and up don't. They deleted it, so there's kind of just a gaping hole there. Wireless charge pad, auxiliary switches. So if you did want to wire in, you know, light bars or spreaders or whatever you want, turn your power on for snowplow if you really wanted to go crazy. You just click that. Exhaust brake, phenomenal brake. You don't want to use it in, of course, icy weather, but I used to, in my truck, use it all the time. Just save your brakes and just help heat up the engine in the morning too. You just turn that on, and then it'll in the cold and recycle the air back through, and it's very, very nice. Elegant truck, beautiful truck. Do just about any task out there. If you want to tow a trailer, a boat, a skid steer, truck, camper, fifth wheel, it's ready to go. Give me a shout on myself, 780-952-3018. We'll talk to you soon.